Hello, good day. Sawadee be mai from Thailand here. Hi, I'm Two Blue Thai here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to me, for instance. Welcome back to Thailand. Sunny Thailand. It's sunny bit now, but it's got a little bit chilly compared to for me. Yeah, so for instance, I do apologise. Happy New Year, by the way. So be my means Happy New Year in Thai. I hope you're doing well. For instance, I haven't been broadcasting for a while because we had an internet issue here, for instance, and it's like what do you expect? For instance, the water can go out, the power can go out, for instance, and the internet can go out, for instance, and it's been out for about Christmas, etc. For instance, it was quite annoying to say the least, and I haven't been able to stream, and the streams I did, I tried to post, etc. It wouldn't post, etc. Oh, it was just so annoying. So I do apologise. So I'm starting afresh, starting to get fresh for 2025. So here I am in Thailand, as well as you probably know. Well, I've just told you. And if you don't know me, I'm a Mancunian who likes to talk about his football club, Manchester City, for instance. And I love my football club, and I'm going to put you up once, I'll put you up 20 times. Yeah, so for instance, and live overseas now in Thailand now for 3 years. Live in the Jom area, the Benidorm South, Etihad over there, for instance, and but I live in a quieter area in a Thai area, and but I like talking about my football club, and because I miss it very much. I there, I've been a holder for a very long time. For instance, and the kid packs. Most important drink for when you're over here. Anyway, so but I'm not going to bore you with that. For instance, you can ask me questions in the comments there, for instance, if you want to know more. But I'm here to talk about football. And, it's Friday afternoon here. It's about 3-ish. 3 in the afternoon, about 30 plus degrees. 30 degrees. It's again, for instance, it's, think, whoa, wow, lucky you are. But the problem is it's struggled to get up to 30 degrees, but it's been kind of in the evening, what's it called? It's been dry, and if you're kind of used to 30 degrees throughout the day, you can really feel it. So I've been walking around in a Man City Christmas jumper throughout Christmas, and I haven't been doing it because of celebrate Christmas. Well, partly, but mostly, for instance, because I've been cold. So it's nice to feel a bit hot, for instance. And, yeah, but yeah, we had a great Christmas over here. Still counting road deaths, tons, and people just do not listen, and yeah, a lot of people have been really, really bad this year. What's it called with the deaths, and 10 days of danger, and yeah, for instance, oh, it's just been awful, and 2 other people have died. For instance, I'll be rest in peace. But for instance, bad accidents, but unless Thailand really gets a grip, what's it called? It's going to have this problem for a long time, and the waste of the things coming out. I was out New Year's Eve and out during the day, for instance. So many riding motorbikes without t-shirts on, which is so disrespectful. No helmet, no t-shirt. Right, look at me, crazy. The moment you take your helmet off and you put it down to one side, yeah, you may look cool, but the problem is it validates your insurance. So if you have an accident, you can't claim. For instance, if you end up in a hospital, the first thing they're going to say to you is, how are you doing? Second, could you please pay? Because you got to pay. For instance, and if you don't have a helmet, it validates your insurance. So what, and also it could kill you. But no, I'm not going to, I want to talk positive. Anyway, talk about Man City. Anyway, so here I am. It's a Friday afternoon, and what's it called? We got a game tomorrow. For instance, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, so we're 7 hours ahead. A good while before Pep's press conferences, so we don't really know if it's the black water that we've got. It's all speculation of who's playing, who's not playing for tomorrow. What's it called? So, but we've got a game. We won a game against Leicester, for instance. It was good. I was out there, for instance. Right, and with my parker on, I had a towel around my legs. I had him to protect me against the what do you call him? The Malang, not Malang one. Not Malang Sap. What do you call him? Mosquitoes, yeah. So, for instance, and had my parka on because it was chilly as well. But we won, and it was good. And I'm really, really happy that we won, and we got our points, which you know me before the game. I felt we were going to win. It wasn't the easiest of watches. We did allow Leicester to take a few chances, so we're not. Even though it's great to see McAtee and it was a good squad, we look very vulnerable, still look very vulnerable, and but it's a step in the right direction. It's stepping stones, stepping stones. It really is, and so forget about the league. Just want to focus on top and getting the Champions League for next season, and then getting the rebuild and getting players in January. So, which I'm damn certain we will do so, regardless. Even though there's a lot of negativity about whether we're going to get players in January, but I'll come back to that in a minute. Anyway, so for instance, but to stepping stone, so we've got another stepping stone tomorrow, for instance, at the Etihad at 3 o'clock in the UK time, 10 p.m. Thailand time. So, for instance, I'm quite looking forward to the game. We play, we normally do quite well against West Ham, for instance, and yeah, and the stats prove it. Yeah, but let's crack on to it. Anyway, so so what I can see here, for instance, I just see this come back. Do apologise. Oh, I glasses. I'm an old man now, you see. So we're in sixth. West Ham are in the 13th position. We got 31 points. They got 23. Last 5 games. Well, they're doing better than they lost against Liverpool 5-0 in the last game, which was not good for them, especially going to the last game of the season at home. But with Liverpool, you can kind of understand. But over the last 5 meetings, etc., they got 3 wins. We've only got 2. Yeah, so for instance, sorry, they got 2 wins, so we only got the 1. So we drew with Everton prior to this, which was yeah, crazy again. But it's where we are. Aston Villa didn't deserve to win, much goal, but the Rags, still can't believe we lost against the Rags. And Juventus certainly, the first 60 minutes, etc. I would say would have got 3 points, but there you go. Uh, West Ham went to Southampton. Every game of the Premier League is a hard game. Look, ask Chelsea, and so I'm not going to count any team regardless whether they're on the top of the league or the bottom of the league. So they got when Southampton got a couple of credible draws against Brighton at home and Bournemouth away, which we both lost. So they got a point, so they're doing better, and they beat Wolves. So to London, is it London City Stadium? They call it now. So, but the head-to-heads, for instance, what's it called? We've City have played 115. We won 62. They won 34. And the last 3 games, August the 31st, 19th of May 24, and West Ham 16th of September 23, all been 3-1s, which, strangely enough, for instance, when I was actually doing my predictions on the City website, I'll tell you why that is such a coincidence. Anyway, but overall, for instance, City have got a pretty decent record against West Ham. Won 14 for the last 15. For instance, including when we beat them last season, etc., to win the Premier League tackle. They've got a new manager. What's he got? Lopetegui. He took over from the Man United player, the manager. What was his name? Moyes. And so yeah. Yeah, so for instance, let's see how they get. I think there's a bit disgruntled. I don't think the West Ham fans are not quite happy. Big up the West Ham fans. I like the West Ham fans. We kind of like each other, Man City fan, West Ham fans. So big up to West Ham fans if you're listening. For instance, I think the jury's out on Lopetegui, for instance, and how he's doing well. Again, sometimes the better the devil you know with managers. So what's it called? For instance, whether Moyes has had his day at West Ham, or but definitely deserve a club would deserve more than what they got. Team news. Gerard Bowen, which one guy, for instance, what would scare me at West what's it called in a game. He's not playing, and for that, what's it called? I'm kind of happy. So I've kind of so yeah, I think he got an ankle injury, and the Liverpool game. So for instance, so he's out. So I expect him not to play. Expecting West Ham to start. Is it? With Areola in goal because for instance, what was his name? Fabianski got a head injury against Liverpool, so for instance, he's got to go out for 2 weeks. Bissaka, names rings a bell. Mario Panzo, I do apologise, sir, if you got your name wrong. Toddo, Emerson, Suchet, Rodriguez, Bowen, Keta, Kudus, and Fulcru. I believe Bowen's. What else happened with Francis? Man City, what fancy Keta, but he's got the in charge. It seems to be every game. Uh, so, um, but you've got Kinsman out with a soda, Bowen out with an ankle, Antonio out as well, for instance. But the overall is that that's kind of start time up again. We're 7 hours ahead. We don't know if you're going to come back and you're going to bring in. So, but it's the whole thing's a guessing game, like it always is mostly. For instance, even with City, who we got. But so it's going to be. It's not going to be an easy game in any way whatsoever. I don't. I'm not. For instance, normally, for instance, I'd be quite looking forward to a West Ham game. What's it called? But this time at the moment, etc., we are giving away chances to other teams, and West Ham do have better attackers, etc., who can hurt City. That's the reason why I'm happy Bowen's out. What's it called? Even though it's at the Etihad. But what's it called? So let's see. With the City lineup, I'm still going off with Ortega in net one. For instance, I'll have with Guardiola in the back line with Aki, Kanji, and Lewis. Then, for instance, and then you've got to play Savino. And then I would have what's it called? Savino, and then you've got Kovacic in the centre, Erling up front, and then if you've got to play, for instance, I think you've got to play McAtee. McAtee, after the way he came on and where he played, he gave us some good legs, and you need to start these players. Pep's got to play these young youth team players. Because there was a lot of money in the transfer window. You look at Delap, how he's doing right now. So, for instance, David Silva. Not David Silva. I wish he was David Silva, but now Silva. And you've got to go for. I'll have Foden over De Bruyne because De Bruyne just doesn't look on it at the moment. He really doesn't. Whether tomorrow will be a good game for him, I just don't know. But I'm not convinced with Kevin at the moment. I don't think he's. I don't. Well, he's had this last 4 days. People talking about he's going off. He's leaving in January. I don't think so. I don't think we'll lose anybody in January territory. If we know Walker's been touted in Saudi or Edison. I can see Eddie being back, etc., but I don't think he'll be on the bench. I think we can't afford to let anybody go, regardless of what kind of form they're in. We just don't have that squad. It'd be nice to see Diaz back in the lineup, etc., but I don't think he'll be there. We're still losing. Oscar won't be back until February by the hours of it. I was hoping to be back in January. Rogerson won't be back until the end of the year, for instance. We saw Grealish and Walker on the bench, okay, which is good. Hopefully, they've got a few extra more days of training, and these guys need to step it up for their own personal futures. I do believe they will. What's it called? There's a lot of conversations coming out, but people don't know. There's a lot of speculation about things, about people not being happy with Pep, blah blah blah. But then again, for instance, if you're injured and the boss asks you to play, and you've got to play, and and because they've got no choice, and you're not happy with Pep, so So for instance, there's going to be eruptions. It's going to be when you're losing, you're not playing well, for instance, and there's always going to be disgruntled bit of happiness. But yeah, but I'm not going to do a lot of media garbage because this is the team who was the last team to lose in Europe. For instance, we were top of the league just a few months ago, and also it's all gone tits up. We've had 2 months of Man City playing well. United have had 10 seasons of it. So, for instance, I'm sorry. I think City's problems are definitely the injuries, definitely the fact that we need extra players, more players, and the longevity of the age of the players, etc. We just needed more freshness in the squad. I don't think it's as bad as what people are saying. For instance, even though a 30-year-old still can play a good game, I'm not buying that because he's dirty. Going with Gundogan, etc. Gundogan was not a CDM, yeah, so he doesn't deserve the flack he gets. And when he came back, he knew exactly what he was supposed to be playing. But he's stepping up and he's doing what he's, for instance, what he's been asked to do. So, for instance, and he's been asked to do a Rodri job, and we're so used to Rodri being in that position, and he's not. And people say, yeah, he's lost his legs, but he was never a fast player in the first place. And he was always an attacking midfielder. He used to spray the ball around, score goals, etc. But he's now playing further back. He's not playing the game that he was doing, but he stood up to play. He's still been asked to do a job, etc. And he's trying to do his job. So I'm not one of these. People never listen. Mm. Thing is, and I swear to God, honestly, the red light there. By the time you get down there, it's about a quarter of a mile. And what is the point of going so fast? It's just ridiculous. And this is why there's so many accidents on the road. Too many men, too many power. Look at me. Too much drinking and driving, etc. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. So it's going to be a difficult game. I expect. France is not going to be easy. I'm going for a 3-1. That was the prediction I put before I saw the last few games of what we played. But I'm going for a City. I'm for instance, I do believe we'll have enough with the crowd as well. They start off well. It seems to be starting off games a lot well, but not taking our chances, scoring and then conceding. So if we need to keep it tight, not giving any stupid passes, have more belief in the team. Hopefully the 2-0 will hopefully give us a stepping stone, okay, and make the players believe in themselves because there's a lot of confidence that I've gone out of the players. There'll be a lot of anxiety in the crowd if we're not playing well. We're trying to avoid the players, so hopefully, for instance, if we can get an early goal, which I believe we will, for instance, good time. Hopefully, the players will have a bit more rest, get more fitness, and for instance, we can we start the 2025 on winning ways because we need to get top four. Got to get top four. And we could lose £100 million according to Stephen Boston. Like in revenue, in players coming to the squad because they want to come and play in the Champions League. For instance, so yeah, that's going to help hurt recruitment. So we've got to get to the top six. Top four. We could get top five, etc. Because of the of England and where we are in the what's it called, the procurement, etc. Blah blah blah. But we'll see. And it's going. I said it's not going to be an easy game tomorrow. I expect, for instance, if we can start off well, get an early goal, McAtee can play. Hopefully he'll take his chances. Done anything stupid, for instance, and if Pep plays more of the youngsters, like we did, I was putting the lad in midfield. For instance, give him more of a chance. We could be saving ourselves millions. And I'm not being able to go out and spend. But you've got to give these guys a chance. It's all right putting them on the bench, but you've got to give them a chance and bringing McAtee on for a poorish Phil Foden. Give us the win. So Pep's got to really, really use the academy because the players are going off to Ipswich and Liam Delap and going off to Chelsea and Parma, for instance, and ripping it up. And then we've lost so many good players where we could give them more of a try, more of a chance. And I know it's difficult when you got the likes of Rodri and who you're going to leave out. I mean, you got them playing, the squad's playing well, top of the league, so often you're going to leave out. But you've got to start bleeding in these players now, for instance, because I'm sick and tired of good players going out the door. But I've got every confidence we're going to do it tomorrow. For instance, I don't know. I'll talk to you tomorrow about press conferences if it's already new. But it's good to be back. I hope you're having a good new Christmas and New Year. We're fresh and ready to go for us to go for another onslaught of Man City, and hopefully this season, this 2025 will end better than what in the last few games, etc. Whatever Man City's, and we can get back to winning ways. But it's going to be a fight, and I'm prepared to wrap up my sleeves and go for it, and trust in my club. And don't think it's half as bad. I try to keep us away from the media as much as possible. For instance, because they don't know, a lot of them, they're just making it up, just like the 115 thing, Exeter waking it up. Yeah, so I'll speak to you tomorrow. If I don't speak to you tomorrow, for instance, I'll speak to you again, for instance, after the game. For instance, on the Sunday when I did in Thailand. And if you come to Thailand, look after yourselves. Make sure you have proper documents. Make sure you have the proper insurance. Don't think you can ride a motorbike in Thailand, etc., just like a local, because you can't. It takes, and even, it's very dangerous out there. And we've had a lot of fatalities in the last 10 days. It's just ridiculous. Christmas and New Year's, but you got to look after yourself. Look after your health. If you don't have your health, you don't have nothing. Don't care how much money you've got. Don't have your health. It's a waste of time. So what's it called? But you got to look after yourself. Really do. Anyway, guys, love you and leave you. Sorry, bye. Happy New Year again, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.